Hey, it's Mark Ferguson. I'm standing outside my 1986 Porsche 928. Give you a quick look at the car. Getting it ready for the Concours d'Elegance down in Denver next weekend. I'm taking two of my cars. This one because they're featuring water-cooled Porsches, and this is a 5-liter front-engine V8 Porsche. Water-cooled, not air-cooled like most of the 911s. Those are aftermarket wheels I put on it. Just got done cleaning it. I am going to wax this sucker now, so I'm actually going to polish it and wax it by hand, which I haven't done for a long time. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some pretty good scratches in there from my son driving his Hot Wheels car on it. Some oxidation. So good to see how well it comes out after I'm done with the process. Show you the engine here real fast. This car has 135,000 miles on the odometer, but that stopped working a couple years ago. Had it fixed and it stopped working about 3 months later, but it's in excellent shape when I bought it. I picked it up for $6,000 in New York about 5 years ago. These cars do really well if you maintain them. Just have to make sure the timing belt's done, all the electronics, everything like that is cleaned and set up right, and they're great cars. Just make sure if your timing belt breaks, you may have to replace the engine, and that's probably going to cost you more than the car's worth. So that's the 928. You can see the interior, original seats, a little bit of wear and tear here, but not too bad. Old 1980s interior. The other car I'm taking to Denver is my Diablo. So I've done a couple videos on this one already, but I'll show you it real quick. This is a 1999 Diablo VT, so it's all-wheel drive. It's a Alpine edition, which means it's got a fancier stereo. No performance upgrades or anything like that. It's Monterey blue is the paint, which is really rare. Snow cone interior with blue piping. Love this car. And over here you'll see my next project. I'm redoing some seats for my 928. They're almost done. So I refinished them, repainted them, put on black piping. I've always loved the dark color on the outside with the light interior. So we'll see how that looks. Who knows when it'll get done. And this is my Mustang here. 9150 convertible, 5-speed. This was my daily driver for about 8 years. But I put a supercharger on it. Full exhaust. It does really well. Need to get some bigger wheels and tires because it has a hard time getting traction right now. Oh! That's it for this video. I'll see if I can get some other shots of it driving. It's pretty decent horsepower for 86, 288 stock. I put a chip in it, and I do have an X pipe that's not on it right now that also adds a bunch of horsepower as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm back. So as you can see, I've got the 928 in the garage, and I've got one coat of polish on it that I just completed. So, I always do this by hand. I'm by no means an expert. I very rarely do this, but I used to have a 3-stage Meguiar's polish system. You know, polish it, buff out some of the scratches, and then a wax on top of that. So, I had that still, but it was so old that the first cleaner stage was not in very good shape. So I went to the store, ended up getting a Turtle Wax Jet Black kit, which is actually made for black cars and supposed to hide scratches, help fill in paint chips, things like that. So we'll see how it works. I can show you my hand. It is definitely black polish, not white like most of them. So if you don't get all the polish out of the cracks and everything, it's still going to be a black color, which is nice. So we'll see how it works. I am by no means endorsing any product. I don't use them enough to know what is better and what's not. But let's see. You can see. Boy, I know it's hard to tell So I was outside before and now I'm inside. But those scratches I showed you from my son driving his Hot Wheels car on here are gone. I mean, they're absolutely gone. That's just the first stage. There's another stage for wax, so we'll see how it goes. I'll wipe all this off and then apply the wax next. Okay, here's the 928 after the wax and polish job. Much better. And you can hear it run. That's the all stock V8. All right, driving the 928. It's a fun car to drive. It's not nearly as powerful as the Diablo or even my Mustang with the supercharger on it. But it's still a fun car for 1986. 288 horsepower V8 was actually pretty fast for back then. Nothing compared to today's cars. But you can do a couple things to this car to really make it perform better. And one of those is a Porken chip. Just completely changes the fuel. And they're very affordable. Last I checked, he only makes them for 85 and 86 cars though. But it really smooths out the power band. I know when I first got this, there's kind of a drop in torque and horsepower right around 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs, which was kind of weird. And that chip really smoothed that out. And I also got an X-pipe, which is not on the car right now. The one I have did not have catalytic converters, and so I had to get emissions and had to put back the stock one. But that added a ton of power and makes it sound really nice as well. So oh, it still does really well. 5-speed transmission's really nice. Most of these cars, I think 75% of them had automatics. So I'm a 5-speed guy in my sports cars. I just can't believe they're stopping making manual transmissions for cars. Lamborghini doesn't even offer a manual transmission anymore. But these are harder to find with a manual, but definitely worthwhile if you can. It drives great, really smooth. Not super loud at all, but when I have my X-pipe on there, it is a lot louder, sounds a lot meaner. I'll post a video of it from the outside with the X-pipe on there that I had from before. So, thanks for watching.